It is time for us to check sports. And in sports, I was mentioning a few minutes ago about what's going on in college football and coaching. Uh, I, you know, I really don't care what people make for a living. But when you have college football coaches, successful college football coaches, moving around from, let's see, being at one place for 5 or 10 years and going to another place, and the money that they command is absolutely nuts. I'm sorry. Brian Calley is leaving Notre Dame. He'll become the next head coach at LSU. All right, now, fine, that's all good. He sent text messages to the roster. He didn't face them face to face. He is meeting them face to face, I guess, today, or maybe yesterday morning. It's pretty amazing. He's had an unbelievable record. Hasn't won a national championship or anything like that. His record at Notre Dame was 113-40, and he has the most wins for a coach in school history. No national championships, but the most wins. So we go from that, and let's move over to the Cardinals coach, who looks like he's going to go to Oklahoma. That's from the pro ranks back to Oklahoma. And of course, you have the Oklahoma coach leaving there and going to USC. Now, I say when you look at the money for these three jobs and the salaries that they're talking about over like 10-year periods, these are close to $1 billion when you total them all up. It's crazy. The world has gone crazy. And I don't deny anybody making, I guess, their fair wage, what they deserve. But $1 billion, isn't there something better that you can spend $1 billion on? Other than 3 football coaches? But it's the game they have to play. It's the game they have to play. And that's just the way it is. All right. Let's go on to the NFL now. And this is another big joke. I'm sorry. And that is the teams. Monday Night Football was last night. And Washington football team beat Seattle 17-15. Now, all the news articles and TV and radio reports say, well, Washington's on a roll. At 5-6, they're in the playoff hunt. They're a game ahead of the Giants at 4-7. That's all. And when you look at the team itself and the games that they've played, and the wins that they have, and I mean Seattle this year is terrible. Terrible. It's just crazy. You know, I don't know. I go a little crazy when I look at this. So anyway, so the Washington football team at 5-6 is on the cusp of being in the playoffs, and we're only about halfway through the National Football League season. All right, let's go on to basketball. I'm a grumpy old man today. I'm a grumpy old man. What can I say? See if we have any local teams that were in action last night in the NBA, and I see none. Now, the Knicks are playing the Nets tonight at 7:30. Tomorrow, we have the 76ers taking on the Celtics at 7:30. And then on Thursday, it's amazing how they spread these games out. The Bulls and Knicks meet on Thursday at 7:30 in the evening. And Friday, the Nets play the Timberwolves, and the Celtics play the Jazz. So the Celtics have 2 days off. 2 days off in between games. It's a different world we're living in, the sports world. And National Hockey League. Yesterday, no local squads were in action. Coming up today, the Devils take on the Sharks at 7 p.m. The Bruins take on the Red Wings at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, the Rangers take on the Flyers at 7 p.m. On Thursday, none of the local... Thursday we have the Devils against the Wild and the Bruins against the Predators. So that's the way all that stands. All right. And that is our check on sports from the grumpy old man.